Evening, everyone. For my project, I decided to cover the microbe influenza. Influenza is a common microbe that can be active all year, but it is particularly rampant during the fall and winter seasons. Most workplaces, for example mine, will recommend people to get their flu shots between the months of September to the end of winter. So that's like from September to February about. The influenza can be susceptible to these various medications. Tamiflu would be like the most popular one. So Tamiflu, another name for it would be the oseltamivir, Rolenza, and that's zanamivir. I'm sorry for my pronunciations. I'm a nurse too. I should know how to pronounce these. And Rapiv. Sorry for my pronunciations once again. Peramavir. So you notice all the medications, the ones I'm saying towards the end with the vir, they're genetic medications. So they have the ending vir, meaning that it is the antiviral that's going to treat this particular microbe influenza. And I got this information from the CDC website. These are antiviral medications specifically targeted to treat the influenza. Tamiflu is the most common one, which is the most familiar one. Most familiar and commercialized antiviral medication used to treat this viral disease. There are different variants out there, and as you know, variants tend to mutate and can become resistant to many antiviral medications and drugs. Most influenza A and B virus strains are susceptible to, for the example that I just mentioned, Tamiflu, aka oseltamivir, and zanamivir. That's the Rolenza. And I got that from the website of CDC. As most people know, influenza actually influenza is spread by droplet precautions. So for those of you who don't know, droplet precautions, that's from coughing or sneezing or even talking, and the virus will be in the secretions. So how to prevent all of that? Actually, before I get to that, the symptoms of flu, as you know, that's runny nose, which is why you have the sneezing, the coughs, the headaches, and that's from the sinuses because all that build up, and fever because of an infection after all. So as common as this disease is for all of us, it also is still deadly. It's still affecting third world countries or immunocompromised patients, which are patients like, for example, that's people like cancer patients, and they have a weak immune system. I'm sorry for my pronunciation. They have a weak immune system, so they're not able to fight back to the microbe. Also, third world countries, they don't have a stable health care. They don't have the available they may not have the available medications or have access to the flu vaccines. So the way to prevent this disease is by hand washing. So what healthcare providers do each year, nurses like me, doctors, we provide education on this disease. And all we can, and what we say is definitely the most important thing and the most basic thing is washing your hands. But you have to wash your hands for 30 seconds because that's amount of time can kill the microbe, and use hot water. So it's not just wash your hands and be done. So also another thing is to get flu vaccines when it's available and during the season. It's important to get done yearly too, so you're up to date and you have that ability to fight the potential microbe off. Thank you for listening to my spiel about the influenza, and keep safe.